Hello travels out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my last 2 days of this week, which are my Thursday and Friday. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and you're all enjoying your Friday, almost the weekend. On my Thursday I had work. I got up, ready for work, had some breakfast, listened to a bit of music and was just watching a bit of TV. My mum was up, dad had gone to work and then gone off fishing like he does most Thursdays. Older brother and his girlfriend are watching TV in his room. My younger brother was at work, younger sister at uni and older sister was at hers. I then locked up and made my way off to work and my mum had gone off back to bed. I then got myself a drink from the corner shop just before work, got to work, put my blanket away, got clocked in and it was 3 of us on shift and it was pretty busy. We had quite a busy morning rush, lots of people coming in for coffees and I saw quite a few people I know, quite a few of the regulars, so I chatted with them. And then we had quite a busy lunch rush as well. We had 2 bookings, but we had a lot of people walk-ins come in, and we had people sitting outside as well because it was quite nice and sunny, lovely blue skies, which is good. Although we did end up getting a few showers here and there, it was just wild. It'd be sunny 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it would be like someone had turned a shower on, and so the weather was just a bit unpredictable, typical English weather for you. And I was ordering lots of food and drinks, clean tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and was on bar for a bit as well. And it was burger and burger, so we had quite a few people doing that. And I finished at 3, clocked off, got my blanket and head off to one of the flower shops, and I got some flower shops from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I then was just chatting with one of the flower shop keepers in there who I went to school with and was having a nice chat with her. And then I got some plant starts on there as well that I'm going to show you guys now. I love all the patterns on the plants. Plant photography is becoming one of my favourite things to get photos of. I then went off to have a look in the chai shops. I went to one of the book shops and then I got myself some lunch from the co-op, and one of my mates works there, so I was having a nice chat with him. I then went off to one of the other flower shops and I got some flower snaps from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I love all the pretty colours, all the blossoms, all the lovely spring flowers starting to come in now. It's just so beautiful. I then got some plant starts from there. I got 2 plant starts and I want to show you guys those photos now. I love succulents and cactuses so much, all the unusual patterns on them, so pretty. I then made my way home. I got back, got changed and had my lunch that I got from Co-op. I then worked with my journal, sorted out my Bluetooth doll and was watching Home and Away and Firebound and Skipped Country. And then my younger brother popped in after being at work for a little bit. He then went off home and I was going to go to touch rugby on Thursday evening, but in the end I didn't, as me and my colleagues were all free for a change. So I went down to one of my colleagues' houses and our other colleague joined us as well with her cute little dog, and we watched a bit of Moulin Rouge, listened to music, had a bit of a disco, kind of danced around and just chatted and laughed a lot. and one of my colleagues whose house I went to, she does baking and she's making these chocolate Easter eggs with cheesecake in, and I got to try one of the decoys, one of the her first works where she was testing it out, which was great because I love cheesecake. So I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was amazing, and we stayed till 9ish, and then me and our colleague who joined a bit later on with her dog walked back, and she lives down the road from mine, so I walked back with her and her dog and ended up coming back to hers for a bit and had a cup of tea in this massive mug. It says I love Edward Cullen. So we again started watching a bit of TV and we were just talking about anything and everything, and had a really good chat and a bit of deep and meaningful chat. And then I made my way home, got back, let myself in, and I texted my colleague whose house I'd gone to on the way home for being at our other colleague's house to let them know that I got back okay. And then I had my tea. I had Spanish chicken for tea, and I want to show you guys a photo of that now. The Spanish chicken was so good. After that, I then watched the UK soaps, finished writing my journal, listened to a bit of music and did some drawing and colouring in. I was then just watching some stuff on Netflix, watched a bit of Buffy, a bit of Merlin, a bit of Doctor Who, and was watching a bit of Bridgerton. And I then was just doing a bit of reading, a bit of colouring in on the colouring app on my phone, which is so therapeutic. I then sorted out my Bluetooth doll, and then I was just watching a bit of Doctor Who and watched the Girl in the Fireplace episode, which is probably one of my favourite Doctor episodes ever. I then went off to bed, and on my Friday, which is today, I got up after a nice lie-in and I had some Nutella toast and a cup of tea for breakfast. I was just watching this gay movie on Netflix about rugby, and it was pretty good. And then I was just listening to a bit of Kylie, did some drawing and colouring in and a bit of reading. I was just playing on Pokemon Go and watching some vlogs and TikToks and funny dog and cat videos. My dad was sort of stuff around the house. My mum was asleep, and my older brother and his girlfriend were in his room watching TV. Older sister is away in York, younger brother was at work, and younger sister up at uni, and she's coming down next week sometime for Easter, which would be good. It'd be nice to see her. And then my mum got up, and my mum and dad took my grandma off to go see my grandpa in hospital, and he's doing a lot better, which is good. And then my older sister was up in York, and I was just messaging her asking how she's doing up there. And then my older brother and his girlfriend went off to go shopping at the mall, and I was watching some stuff on Netflix, listened to a bit of music, had some cookies and a cup of tea, and was just watching some episodes of Friends and doing a bit of colouring in. And then I locked up and went off to go to the charity shops and had a look around there, and went into M&Co, which is sadly closing down, and it's literally so empty now, it's so sad. And went into W. Smith's, and I got myself a milkshake from my favourite little coffee shop, which they're now doing milkshakes, and I had a banana one, and it was so good with cream and sprinkles on. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. I then was just looking around some more of the charity shops, and then popped into Aldi to get some mini pancakes for my breakfast tomorrow with some blueberries and strawberries. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. I'm doing 11 till 4, which means I get a little bit of a line. So I'm going to get up for about 9ish, have my breakfast, and then get to work for 11, so I can have a nice chilled morning before going to work at 11, which is going to be nice. And I'm working 6 days straight, and yeah, it's going to be a busy couple of days, especially with Easter holidays, but it shall be good. Got a great team. And I then got some flower snaps from Aldi from the flower section that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely flowers, lovely colours. I then saw a load of people I know in there, so I was chatting with them. I then made my way back, and on the way back I got a lovely flower wreath snap that I'm going to show you guys now. That's so pretty. I love wreaths. I then got back, and my older brother and his girlfriend were back from being at the Mall, and my mum and dad are still with my grandma seeing my grandpa in hospital. And I then watched today's Home and Away and watched Firebound and Escape to Country, wrote with my journal, listened to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in, and then I had a cup of tea and some biscuits and was just reading a little bit more of The All the Boys Love Before. I'm so close to finishing it. I'm such a slow reader. My mum and sisters are so quick at reading, but I'm such a slow reader, and also I'll get distracted. I'll be reading like 4 different books all at once because I get excited and start reading a book, or I end up forgetting that I'm already reading a book and I'll start another book. So I need to focus on one book at a time. And then I was just listening to a bit of music, watching some vlogs and TikToks, worked on a bit of my short story that I'm working on at the moment, which is going really well. Had a bit of writer's block, but I'm now back in full writing mode and have been really enjoying that. And then I was just watching a bit of Doctor Who. I watched the Girl in the Fireplace episode, which is probably one of my favourite Doctor Who episodes of all time. It's just amazing. I love it. I'd love to go to Paris someday. I will get there eventually. And then I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks, and I'm now off to go and just chill for the rest of my afternoon before going off to work for 5. And I really hope that it's not too busy but not too quiet. A nice like flow, like not too quiet, not too busy, just like in the middle. But who knows, it's just me and 2 other of my colleagues on tonight, but I'm sure we shall smash it. I hope you guys have all had a lovely Good Friday, all have a lovely Easter Sunday and a lovely weekend. And please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.